Global warming is expected to have far-reaching and long-lasting effects for planet Earth. For many years, global warming, the gradual heating of Earth's surface, oceans, and atmospheres, was a topic of heated debate in the scientific community. Today, the overwhelming consensus of researchers is that global warming is real and is caused by human activity, primarily the burning of fossil fuels that pump carbon dioxide, CO2, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. A major report released September 27, 2013, by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change stated that scientists are more certain than ever that the link between human activities and global warming. More than 197 international scientific organizations agreed that global warming is real and has been caused by human action. Additionally, global warming is making effects on the planet right now. With average temperatures rising, we are also seeing more extreme weather. Ice is melting in both polar caps and glaciers. Animals are changing migration patterns, and plants are changing the dates of activity. Increase in an average temperature and extremes are the first topic of discussion. One of the most immediate and obvious effects of global warming is increase in temperatures around the world. The average global temperature has increased by about 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit over the past 100 years, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Since record began keeping in 1895, the hottest year on record for the 50 United States was 2012, and 9 of the warmest years on record have occurred since 2000. According to NOAA, 2013 tied with 2003 as the fourth warmest year globally. In 2014, some cities in the United States had the warmest summers on record, according to Scientific American. Climate is by definition the long-term average of weather over many years. One cold or warm year in a season has little to do with the overall climate. It is when those cold or warm years become more and more regular that start to recognize it as a change in climate. Global warming hasn't only had an effect on the average temperature, but it has also brought extreme weather events. Global warming may also lead to extreme weather other than cold or heat extremes. For example, hurricane formations will change. Though this is still a subject of active scientific research, current computer models of the atmosphere show that hurricanes are more likely to become less frequent on a global basis, though hurricanes that do form may be more intense. And even if they become less frequent globally, hurricanes could still become more frequent in some particular areas. Additionally, scientists are confident that hurricanes will become more intense due to climate change. This is because hurricanes get their energy from the temperature difference between the warm tropical ocean and the cold upper atmosphere. Global warming increases the temperature difference since the most damage by far comes from the most intense hurricanes, such as Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines in 2013. This means that hurricanes become overall more destructive. Lightning is another weather feature that is being affected by global warming. According to a 2014 study, a 50% increase in the number of lightning strikes within the United States is expected by 2100. If global temperatures continue to rise, as researchers of the study found a 12% increase in lightning activity for every 1.8 degree of warming in the atmosphere. Scientists project that extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, blizzards, and rainstorms will continue to occur more often and with greater intensity due to global warming. According to Climate Central, climate models forecast that global warming will cause climate patterns worldwide to experience significant changes. These changes will likely include major shifts in wind patterns, annual precipitation, and seasonal temperature variations. Since 1970, the area of snow cover in the United States has steadily decreased, and the average temperature of permafrost soil that's at or below freezing temperature has grown warmer. One of the most dramatic effects of global warming is the reduction of the Arctic sea ice. In 2012, scientists saw the smallest amount of Arctic ice cover ever recorded. Most analysis project that within a matter of years, the Arctic sea ice will be completely ice-free during the summer months. Glacial retreat, too, is an obvious effect of global warming. Only 25 glaciers bigger than 25 acres are now found on Montana's Glacier National Park, where about 150 glaciers were once found. A similar trend is seen in glacier areas worldwide. As ice melts, the ocean levels rise. In 2014, it was reported that sea level rise accelerated 0.12 inches. This is around double the average annual rise of 0.07 inches in the 20th century. Melting polar ice in the Arctic and Antarctic region, coupled with the melting ice sheets and glaciers across Greenland, North America, and South America, are expected to raise sea levels significantly, and humans are mostly to blame. In 2013, climate scientists said they are at least 95% certain that humans are to blame for warming oceans, rapidly melting ice, and rising sea levels, changes that have been observed since the 1950s. Global sea levels have risen about 8 inches since 1870, and the rate of increase is expected to accelerate in the coming years. If current trends continue, many coastal areas, where roughly half of the Earth's human population's lives will be flooded. Researchers project that by 2100, average sea levels will be 2.3 feet higher in New York City and 3.5 feet higher in Texas. Not only are the water levels rising, but plants and animals are suffering as well. The effects of global warming on Earth's ecosystems are expected to be profound and widespread. Many species of plants and animals are already moving their range northward or to higher altitudes as a result of warming temperatures. According to a report from the National Academy of Sciences, they are not just moving north, they are moving from the equator towards the poles. They are quite simply following the range of comfortable temperatures, which is migrating to the poles as the global average temperature warms. Because of this, many animals may not be able to compete in the new climate remain and may go extinct. Additionally, migratory birds and insects are now arriving in the summer feeding and nesting grounds several days or weeks earlier than they did in the 20th century. Warmer temperatures will also expand the range of many disease-causing pathogens that were once confined to tropical and subtropical areas, killing off plant and animal species that formerly protected from these diseases. This and other effects of global warming, if left unchecked, will likely contribute to the disappearance of up to half Earth's plants and one-third of animals from their current range by 2080. Obviously, with the evidence that I have presented to you today, you can tell that if global warming is not stopped and not stopped fast, it will have an everlasting effect on the planet we live on. In my audience analysis question, I asked, do you think that global warming is really happening? One respondent said, yes, of course. Another said, no, it is still freezing cold in the winter. And in fact, global warming is happening and it's destroying our planet. I also asked them, what is global warming? One respondent said, the warming of the earth, and the other agreed and said the gradual warming of the earth. Global warming is CO2 burning the Earth's atmosphere away, causing temperatures to rise. Today I've told you the everlasting effects of global warming, and if we keep burning fossil fuels, our world may never be the same again.